and have not thought about scale. So they've designed, let's say, a tutoring center, and that tutoring center only had the capacity to service a limited number of students. But then the tutoring center was wildly successful, and there were no facilities to expand the tutoring center. So anything that you think about it going to scale. Must be research-based. We talked about that, and there's lots of literature. We can help you with that. There's lots of data on practices that are working quite well. It must be able to be implemented properly. One of the things we talk a great deal about at IEBC is fidelity of implementation. That is, are you fully resourced? Do you have the right people in place to engage in the innovation? Are you set up to engage in that innovation? So it must be implemented properly, and it must be ready to go right from the beginning. It must be adequately resourced. So if you begin an innovation, you want to think that this is something that's long-term, that can continue over time. And let's say this money goes away. Then what happens? So you have to think about how can this innovation be resourced over time. Think systemically. That is how this innovation affects not only the current work that you're doing with students, but also how this innovation may impact other things that students are engaged in as well. And then finally, and I'm probably going to get some pushback on this, but what we've learned is that modest gains can be made with student services alone. And I know that many colleges are leading this effort through their student services. And there's a great deal of focus on student services. Student services do great things. However, large gains can be made with instructional interventions and student services combined. One of the things that my good friend Kay McClenny always says is if you really want to make large changes